Hey guys, it's Greg from East Coast Dyes, and today I've got a brief overview of the Maverik Metrik head. Alright guys, so today we're going to be talking about the Maverik Metrik head. This is not going to be a full in-depth review because as you can see I've yet to string it or use it in any way, but I just wanted to give you guys an overview of the new Maverik Metrik head. So Maverik is one of the newest lacrosse companies. They become very popular, especially with their shafts, and really like their gloves. They have a lot of solid D1 sponsored teams, and I feel that they're really coming up on the market, and I really like the direction that they're going. So the Metrik is their newest release head. Here I've got the NHFS spec, so only high school. I have to believe that there will be other ones released as well. Their most recent head was the Spider, which came in X, X6, and NHFS. So I imagine they'll do something similar with the Metrik. So the Metrik is their newest head. I've always had a few complaints about Maverik heads, and it seems like they have corrected just about every last one of them with this new Metrik head. So let's just overview some of the new features and some of the new things that I like about this head. So first off, what you guys are going to be most interested in, and what Maverik hasn't shown a lot in pictures, is the face shape. So you can see here's the face shape. Again, this is the NHFS, so no limit down at the bottom, and the limit up at the top. So what it has is sort of an Evo 3 like face shape. It's very, very pinched down in the very bottom of the throat, and then has a very gradual flare up pretty much right through the exact middle of the head that flares out to the top. So most comparatively, I would say the face shape is like the Evo 3. So a nice gentle flare, not too high and not too aggressive. So it'll pretty much fit any style of player. It's a little bit like the Lakota and the Stallion as well, but probably more like the Evo 3. So now we'll move on to the design. You can see the sidewall design is what I like, just a few aggressive diagonal lines there, enough to keep it rigid, one up top, and then two bunched together down here in the bottom. Looks aggressive, got nice big, very shapely holes down at the bottom and throughout, kind of like a Nas almost. And I really like the sidewall design, much better than some of theirs in the past. They got rid of that rib design that they had in the Maverik Spider. As far as string goes, it looks like they've made some great improvements from, they had the Frat and the Rise, and they were all kind of similar to this head. Had a ton of stringing holes, and they seem to regress on the Spider, which had very few stringing holes. Unfortunately, it had about the same number as the Evo X. Here they've gone with, the more modern sidewall hole design, where it has the same number of sidewall holes as I would say a Lakota, and they're actually pretty much the same shape as the Lakota. So there's two large up top. A lot of manufacturers are going with 3 large, but I don't mind the 2. We really only need 2 at the top here. And then very frequently smaller, rounder holes all the way down to the bottom, with 4 large bottom string holes, large enough for leathers, and 4 large top string holes, plenty for a double triangle top string. So overall, I think they did a terrific job with the stringing holes. The construction of this head is noticeably sturdier than all other Maverik heads that I've ever tried. That was one of my biggest complaints with Maverik heads, is they were always very soft, very flexible, to the point where you would string them and pull it down tight, and that would actually warp the head. This head actually feels stiffer than my Lakota. It feels just as stiff as a Stallion, just as stiff as an Evo 3, and you can really tell they've bulked up these top sidewall bars. The scoop is nice and bulky. The bottom rail is nice and wide and thick, and I really like the overall construction. The throat is very thick. You can see it doesn't have any cutaways in the throat. Just a solid throat, solid all the way through here. Just one screw hole here, but I really like what they've done with the construction. This head did weigh in at around 5.5 ounces, 5.6 ounces I think on my scale. So you do get a little bit of a heavier head for the added bulk, but personally I'd rather have that extra durability, that extra longevity. The head's not going to warp too quick, and tack on half an ounce, which you're never going to notice when you're playing anyway, so I don't really mind that change at all. I'm not sure what the price point will be. If I had to throw my guess out, I'd say $85.99. That seems to be the running price. I think they did launch the Spider at $95, so they might be more towards that $100 mark. I don't know what colors, but the Spider came in I think like 6 colors, so it'll probably come in those same colors, maybe just white and black to start. I'm not sure, they haven't released a lot of information on that, but I'd like to see it come in a lot of colors. So anyway guys, that's just a brief overview of the Maverik Metrik. As more information is released and as I string and use it, I will give you guys more information, letting you guys know how I like it. But I think as of right now, it's a head that I think is going to be very popular and is a great improvement on Maverik's headline. So thanks for watching guys. Make sure to like this video if you liked it, subscribe if you haven't, and have a great day.